Alright, gang, welcome back to our vanilla survival here on Osweiler. It is March. You might be saying, well, that wasn't March. Well, it was. We were supposed to be in February in the last episode, and you're correct, we were supposed to be. I did jump to February. There was absolutely nothing to do. No contracts, nothing. Zilch, nothing. So, obviously, with there's nothing to do, we had to skip through March. So we decided just to rest for all of February, and it is now March. Now, rain's in the forecast. There's still not a ton to do, but if we go out here, there are at least a few contracts that we can consider to do today, which will be extremely helpful for us, right? So, I think we're going to take on these bale wrapping contracts 100%. It does mean we have to buy wrap, but that's okay. But I think we're going to take those on. Probably do the fertilizing contract as well, maybe even doing the stone pick. So we might do all of these contracts today. I do think... given the understanding of what all of you have commented in the comments, and you're all correct, we can sell this. Some of you told me to sell it. Others told me not to. So I think we're going to keep it. I think we're going to go heavy on the contracts here for a little while, and that should help us get into a better spot when it is time for us to be able to actually do some stuff. So we'll hold off on that. A couple of you also said to buy this tree lot here and then put down a sawmill. The problem with that... it really is that we're in vanilla, right? So there's not many sawmills that are cheap. The only one that really is cheap is this one, and we know how slow this is. It would not be able to get through all the trees here before probably the end of this series. It's going to take it a year to really produce anything. It's really terrible. That's it. I mean, there's no other cheap sawmill. So if we go into the actual mods that are included with the actual map, there's no sawmill. There's some nice ones out here, as you can see, for not a bad price, but there's no sawmill in any of these. These are all just, other types of products, if you will, but there's no sawmill, unfortunately. I wish there was, but there's not. So I just don't think that's going to work for us right now. I wanted to buy this field and get rid of them, and maybe we will eventually, but right now, I think that's... I mean, we're going to spend 60 grand on the field and that sawmill, and I just don't think it's going to do a whole lot. I don't think it has a whole lot of storage either, so we're going to be sitting there for quite a while. So that's kind of out of the list there. There's a Z-Tor out here, which, again, I was considering, but I think for the time being, I think we should keep what we started with here. So we're going to keep that New Holland, even though it would produce quite a bit more funds into the account. We're going to keep that. So let's get started here. We're going to borrow the items for this one. I don't really want to utilize that tractor. We used that tractor in the one-tile challenge already. Let's do something different here. So go with this one. So borrow items. Perfect. And then we will also accept this contract. All right. And like I said, we're going to need to buy... Well, actually, it looks like wrap comes with it, so maybe not. Maybe not. I thought I was going to have to buy wrap for it, but evidently it comes with it, so never mind. Never mind. We don't need to worry about it. Good. Even better. What kind of... What is this? What is this tractor? The Lindtrack 130. Okay. Alright, so... Let's do this one up in the corner first, which is way up there. Both of these are way up there, so we really haven't explored a whole lot up here in these areas of the field. So this is going to be nice to get up here and check these out. So it looks to me like I need to go up here, hang a right, follow this along, and then hang a left here. And it looks like this is a track. It's not a road, but a track that will lead us right to that field. So that's what we're going to go for. Those are some very unique beacons. Interesting. Okay, anyway. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing well, man. Things are good, man. Things are good. Alright, let's just make sure we're doing this correctly here. Up here, and then I think I have to hang a left up here where we're kind of familiar with. We've been going by a sell point up here, I think. As long as I'm going the right way here, it looks like I am. Yes. Yes, I'm going the right way. So we're going to head up here, and there's going to be kind of a bit of a fork in the road here in a second. And we're going to take the right here. Yep, this is the right way. And then up here should be our donut place. Yep, or the waffle place, sorry. So we're just going to hang a left here. And we're on our way. But yeah, hopefully you're all doing well, man. Well, I just run right into the fence. Good job there, Z. Hope you're all doing well, man. Things are good. Things are good. I appreciate everyone who provided their input. You know, a lot of you said, you know, contracts are part of it. Just go for the contracts. Just do them. And you're right, it is. But I wanted to try to make it, you know, a little bit, well, I didn't want to do nothing but contracts the entire time. I feel like that, I don't know, that's just my personal opinion, I guess. I just felt like it would not bring a lot to the series specifically. But given the circumstance and where we currently are, that's really all we can do anyway, right? So I guess I had already answered that question without even having to ask you. But, yeah, anyway. So new area of the map here that we have not explored. Really like this map, man. This map is very, it's very unique, I would say. I'm driving all over the road here. Look like I'm drunk. I'm driving all over the place. Okay, so this is our track, I think. Yeah, this is it. Right, I actually expected the track to look a little bit different than this. So this is on a very steep, severe hill that we're dealing with here. Very hilly up here on this side. Well, I guess the whole map is really hilly. So rain's in the forecast. Not really going to bother us, though. We really don't have a whole lot to do in regard to anything that's ours. Well, as a matter of fact, we don't have anything to do that's ours. We're just kind of waiting for the growing stages to be done, right? And then we can actually harvest the things that we have. So now this one shouldn't have a ton of bales, so it shouldn't take too long. These two bales are on top of each other. I do, for whatever reason, like wrapping. I know some people don't like it, but I enjoy it for some reason. I can't really explain why I enjoy it, but I do. I don't know. It's just kind of. I think it's just it's a cool machine. This is a cool piece of machinery. The very unique piece of machinery. The way that they work. It's fascinating. All right, this bale is getting in our way, man. It's causing us all kinds of issues here. I finally got to stop. Maybe. There we go. So this is not going to be, you know, an insane amount of money, but by the time we're done with all this, I suspect it will be close to 30 grand. 30 grand will be nice. It'll be nice to have that kind of money. It's definitely going to help us. Definitely going to help us. As far as, you know, what we're going to end up doing with the money here, probably not really anything, honestly, right now. We just need to kind of collect some money together in preparation for these fields here, right? We can re-drill this field. It's an option potentially for us to re-drill it today, maybe, with oat. But I kind of wanted to do new stuff. You know, we've got the mustard right now, which we've kind of all agreed to an extent that it's probably a cover crop. I've never done mustard, to be fair, so I didn't know. But evidently it's a kind of a cover crop of sorts. So the mustard is not actually going to be ready to harvest until June at earliest. It's going to be probably later than that. I don't remember exactly the month we actually put the mustard in, but so we're probably looking more along the lines of the triticale or tritical, vetch, spelt, rye, that kind of stuff more than likely, right? So we've got quite a few months, I guess is what I'm trying to get at, before we're likely going to be able to do anything. Unless we get, you know, lucky. We find a massive contract that's going to produce a lot of money for us on one of these episodes. And then we can buy a field, right? And then if we're able to do that, then we're doing a lot better, right? We're going to be able to put something in. There are a few fields that we might be able to consider soon-ish, like this one, 36,000, right? That one is, you know, relatively reasonable. It is a far drive to get to it, but it's reasonable. There's also these down here, which, again, close 76. Oh, that's for both of them, isn't it? Maybe not. It looks like it selected both of them, but I don't think it is. So anyway, what I'm trying to get at is there are a couple of skinny, tiny fields around the map. It just means we have to drive a little further. Not that that's a problem when we have such little to do. I don't think that's a problem at all, but it still needs to be said, right, that that is something we have to consider. We got one more bale here? Yeah, one more bale here. I would love to see some more bale wrapping contracts pop up. I don't think it's going to happen. Okay, there's a hoeing contract. I do like doing the hoeing contracts. We will likely take on those. The fertilizer, I think I might push that one to the side. The reason for that is pretty simple. One, we don't have solid fertilizer. The only thing we could do is liquid fertilizer. Liquid fertilizer is way more expensive than solid fertilizer, and it's a contract, so I don't necessarily think I want to do that. You know, if I'm going to do that contract, I want to do it with solid fertilizer, which is going to save us a little bit of money, right? So, now we need to figure out how we're going to get to this other field. Okay, you know what? It'd be better if I just pull up the big map. Hold on a second here. Alright, so we have to come back out the way we came, all the way back down into the city, or the town, and then up this way? Yeah. Alright, we got a long hike ahead of us, so we're going to get this done, gang. Let's get going. Alright, we're pretty much done here. As soon as this is finished, we will be done with this contract. We'll see if there's anything else that popped out here for bale wrapping. I don't expect that there's going to, but, you know, we'll check it anyway. No, bunch more fertilizing contracts, actually. A ton more fertilizing contracts with a newer, a big old machine on that one. That's huge. That's a massive field, too, by the way. Anyway, okay, so we can go ahead and return this then. Alright, that gets us to 27,742. Not terrible. Well, not bad, not great. Okay, hoeing contracts. That is a huge field, but yeah, I think it will produce quite a lot of money for us, right? $8,000 just for doing that one field. I feel like that's worth it. We're gonna do it. Borrow items. Back in the nice Doltzfar here. $8,000 is going to put us in a lot better spot than what I intended, what I thought we were going to be in at the end of this episode. Given the fact there was only, you know, a handful of contracts at the beginning, now there's quite a few more. So, all right, so. This is right next to our other field, right? Yeah, it is. So I think we take our little made shortcut through these other fields and cut over that way. It's going to be a little bit faster for us. So I think that's what we're going to do. Excuse me, Scarlet. I'm coming right through there. I have to drive in this guy's field for a brief period of time, but that's okay. I'm actually just going to go straight out on this one, I think, instead of cutting over. I don't necessarily know if it would make a big difference anyway, but we're going to go this way just to potentially cut back a little bit of the time. It might have been faster to go the other way, actually, but I think if we come up here and then we hang a left here. Nope, wrong one. Wrong one. No, see, now it's definitely not. I'm just going to cut across this field. This is this one. Basically, I'm just trying to go in between the two fields on, like, the little weeded grass area that separates the fields and utilize that as a bit of a natural track, if you will. This is a big field, so this is going to take a while, I think. But the nice thing about doing the rolling here, or the hoeing, excuse me, is that you know, it is a relatively large width, and you can move at a relatively quick pace as well. Nope, 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 nope. Put it back down. Nope, get off a worker. Oh, I just wasted money on a worker. I was trying to go to steering assist. I'm going to do 2 headland passes. Although, with these bumps, these ridges, it's not going to be going as fast as we had hoped. These ridges are going to cause a lot of mayhem here for us, unfortunately. Yeah, these ridges are not, they're not it, man. I think this is, what is this, potatoes? This is a potato field? What is this? What kind of field is this? Has to be potatoes. Yep, and that makes all the sense in the world. So this is going to be a little bit longer than we probably wanted. I might end up just doing one headland pass since it is potatoes here, because this is... We're going way too slow. Oop. There we go. Now, we just did a time-lapse, and I don't necessarily like going straight back into another time-lapse, but I don't really have a whole lot to talk about today, so we're just going to jump straight into another one here. We're going to get this done. This is going to be a nice $8,000 payday for us. I'm not sure we're going to be able to get the other one done. We probably are going to run out of time, I would think. This is going to take a while. As you can clearly see, this is a very large field. Very large. But, you know, we'll cruise along here. We'll see how it goes, but we're going to go a lot faster now this way. As you can tell, we're doubling the speed, right? So we're cruising going this way. That's the main reason why I decided to go ahead and make the shift, or make the change, whatever you want to call it, to just do any one headland pass again, just because going across it sideways when you've got these big ridges, it's just not the most ideal. Well, I decided just to go ahead and do the second hoeing contract as well. I mean, it's not that big a field, so it just felt like it would be kind of dumb not to do it because that's some extra income that we could take, right? So we'll go ahead and turn that in, and we'll turn this one in. We should be just shy of 40 grand. We are 38,647, so we almost doubled our money today from what was in our account, which is a fantastic thing. We're going to leave the episode at this point, though, gang. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash the like, subscribe button on the case you've yet to do so. Thanks to my members. Cannot thank them enough. Thanks for your continued support. We'll see you next time.